guys, I'm Kate Simsley. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. And if you're new, welcome in. Today we are in Newcrest, and we are just building a tiny little starter home for your Sims. So a starter is under $20,000. So as you jump into the game, you can buy this house and get started and carry on to enjoy your life, expand on it later, or buy a bigger house or build a bigger house, or whatever you want. But it is a starter home, meaning that when you start the game, it is available, you can use it, and you won't have to cheat money or work hard to make money because you start with $20,000. If you have one sim, I think you start with close to anyway. So you can just take this and away you go. Run with it. So it's tiny. It's definitely small. It is, I think it's tier 2 or 3 tiny home. And it has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. It has a full kitchen, however, and there is some outdoor space. I didn't put a barbecue or anything outside. It does have that meditating little stool thing, but aside from that, it is pretty simple. There's not much in here. You could always add to it if you wanted, because you will have a tiny bit of money left over, and so you could add whatever you wanted to this build, but it is here. It's functional. Everything that you could possibly need to eat, sleep, and stay clean is available, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I had a lot of fun building it. I really do love building tiny homes. I like trying to fit everything that you actually need, realistically, into a tiny little house. I think it's a lot of fun. This one's not as small as you would think, but it still is difficult with the budget and the size to get everything that you want in there, but I did manage to do so. I fiddle with the roof a lot right here at first. I'm going to change it in about, 10 seconds to be a more gabled roof with an open front. I fiddled a lot. I wanted to use just the closed roofing, but I didn't like the way that it looked, and then I wanted to put a back porch, and I decided against it, and so I do fiddle a lot, but I end up switching the front-looking roof, and yeah, I think it looked better. It's a little more, I don't know, it just looked better. I didn't like this. I couldn't get the lines to line up properly on the roofing, and so it wasn't working, and it made me feel weird. So I got rid of that, and I switched out the roof, which you'll see right now on screen. And then we're going to just move inside. It's really quick. The interior's not hard at all. For once, I didn't start in the kitchen. I did the floor plan, which you saw momentarily. Which you saw a few moments ago, I should say, not momentarily. You saw it. I'm going to start with flooring, and then we're going to create the kitchen, but we do begin, I think we begin with the bathroom, honestly. We put in a shower tub combo, as well as a toilet and a sink, and then from there, we're going to move on and do the living room, kitchen, and then the bedroom, and outside is really simple. I don't even show it. There's literally 1 tree, a couple of flowers and plants, which you'll see in the screenshots, and the meditation little stool thing, and that is it. I do put a chimney on this house, but I end up removing it in the end. As you do with starters, I put everything in here, and then I ended up having to take a few things away because I needed some money. And so I think that the chimney was one thing, and the light that you're going to watch me put on the wall in the living room, I ended up getting rid of that. It was a very industrial exposed bulb light, and I ended up removing that. And instead, I put a coat rack, a bench coat rack, in the living room, and I think it worked better. And so, yeah, we're here in the bathroom. That's where we start. We're just going to put the shower tub combo, a sink, or should I say a shub? That's what Miss Griffey says, a shub. A shower tub combo, and a sink, and that is it. There's nothing special in here at all. It's literally just a plain little bathroom. I did say in another video I love doing bathrooms, and I really do, but I like doing fun bathrooms. Maybe I'll do a video where I do a really unique, or the fun bathrooms that I sometimes like to build for myself. Maybe I'll do that in a video one day, because it is so much fun to create different styles and use platforms and different layers and all sorts of fun things. And I think now, with all the stuff that we have in the game now, even in base game, you can do some pretty cool stuff. Base game's kind of hard because you don't have okay, and Discovery University and even that Love Struck, and I think it's Snowy Escape, we have the single shower head that only takes up 1 tile. You don't have that in base game, so it's a little harder, but you can still do some cool stuff. Anyway, so this is our bathroom came together. It's done. We're going to move on, and we're going to paint the living room, which I paint a very dark color. Everything in this house is deep grays, except the bedroom's a lighter gray. But it's all deep grays and blacks and whites and very simplistic, very modern coloring. But it is not a modern house at all, to be honest with you. Like, not really. But I did choose these deeper, moodier, in fact, moody colors is the perfect word, because I was going to call this Moody Tiny Home, but then I was like, people might not get it. So instead, when it ended up being a starter, which I didn't plan for it to be a starter when I began building, but towards the end I realized, oh my god, I have a lot of money left. And I was like building it with a person on the lot. So I knew like I was under budget. And so that's when I opted to create it and make it a starter, which I'm happy that I did because it was a lot of fun and I enjoy it. And I think that it is more accessible if you don't cheat or don't want to cheat and you're actually like properly playing the game, that it's more accessible for you. And I thought that was kind of fun. I do add a little dining table here off to the side in the living room. It's just got two little chairs. And we add some pictures and plants, and then we move on to the kitchen, but that's about it. The kitchen, like I said, it's big. It's a full kitchen. It has a lot of counter space. It also has a full fridge, full stove, your sink, a bunch of windows. It's a very bright kitchen. Like, it's something that I would dream of having in real life. I don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Like, I actually hate cooking. So I don't spend much time in the kitchen, and I think part of that is because I hate my kitchen. Like, I have a pretty big kitchen, but it's like the layout of it is so bad. There's not enough counter space. It's just not for me. I think if I had a really big, bright, modern kitchen, I'd probably spend more time in there, but I do not. This kitchen, like I said, it's a full-size one, and it's great. It has tons of space, and I think that it is a great little kitchen for your Sims, and you have everything you need to prepare pretty much any meal you want. You could even, like, if you really wanted to, you could, like, add a peninsula or an island or something to give yourself more space, but there is plenty. I think it worked. I liked it a lot. But I don't really have much to say about the build. We're going to move on to the bedroom next, which literally is just a double bed and dresser and a side table. I could put a couple of things on the walls, nothing too crazy, and then outside, like I said, you don't see it. Other than that, there's not much. I have really been doing nothing, still trying to figure everything out for my kids for school. Actually, my daughter started high school. I told you guys this. She's struggling to make friends. She literally has not talked to a single person that she does not know already at school. And I'm like trying to explain to her, you have to talk to people if you want to make friends. Like, you have to. And she's so shy, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to encourage her and get her out of her shell to get her talking to people. I'm hoping she's talking about maybe going to join this like club after school today. So I'm hoping she does, because like that's a way to meet people. And she's super smart. She's just very shy and kind of awkward until you get to know her. Once you know her, she never shuts up, and she's actually quite annoying. Not gonna lie. But she's really like a really fun person once you know her, but she's so shy and so reserved. She's just a very good child. And she has a really hard time talking to people, and especially being the first. And I know it's awkward to be the first one to talk, right? But she's gonna have to do something. She needs some friends. She knows people, like from elementary school. They went to the same school. She knows them, but not many. And the only person she's actually really friends with is this young girl, very nice girl. She's actually Ukrainian, and she came here as a refugee about a year ago. And so they're friends, and they get along, but the language barrier does make it difficult for them to get really close. But they do get along, and she is good, but she's kind of the same way. She kind of keeps to herself and is very reserved and won't go out of her way to make friends, and so it's kind of a problem. So I'm hoping that she will come out of her shell and everything will be fine. But we're at screenshots, so we will watch this. This is on the gallery. It is on there as Tiny Starter. The best way to find this and any of my builds is using the hashtag K8Simsley. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments or on the gallery, wherever you find this, wherever you see me. I'd love to hear anything from you. Let me know if you have any ideas on how to help my daughter make some friends and come out of her shell. But yeah, have yourself a simtacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
I'm not one of those who easily